Hello, Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces-No.
You're watching
Silliman. Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine program that talks about different aspects of Silliman University.
A program initiated to discuss different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You are watching
Silliman.
Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world.
Happy New Year!
Of course, 2025, Ron.
Yes.
It's a brand new year for all of us. And here on Silliman, we are wishing you a prosperous 2025. And of course, pag New Year, we always talk about New Year's resolution.
Yes.
What are we going to change? Things that we look forward to doing this 2025. So ikaw, Ron, what are the list in your mind right now?
Actually, yung list ko last year, hindi natutupad. But anyway, yeah, first is healthy living talaga.
Yes, that's right. So only one?
Yes, so far, that's my focus
Your
this
focus.
year. And then dieting, and then perhaps I need to exercise and move more. You know, avoid that sedentary lifestyle I've been living for how many years now. How about you, Josh?
How many years I have been living right now? No, for my New Year's
resolution.
New Year's resolution, of course, I think I need to practice more meditation.
Yeah, and mindfulness.
Mindfulness activities, peace of mind, and of course, be more consistent with my afternoon walks or after work walks.
Okay.
Dapat ma-complete natin yung mga 20-minute daily walk, di ba? To boost our immune system, to have that focus and clarity. Ayan.
Yes.
And of course, we do all these things because we just want that what's excellent for all of us, right? And speaking of excellent, we have actually invited our friends from the College of Education because they're also known as the Center of Excellence for Teaching, Learning, and Assessment. So Ron, why don't you introduce them?
Yeah, thank you for that, Josh. Our guests for tonight, let's first have our Associate Dean of the College of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Elve Nasvik. Hello, Dr. Elve, and welcome to #Silliman.
Thank you for that warm welcome, Ms. Ron. Thank you, Sir Josh. It's nice to be here at #Silliman.
Welcome back.
And of course, Happy New
My
Year.
second time.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes, of course, Josh. The College of Education is being led by powerful women. Of course, let us not forget the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Gina Bonior. Welcome to #Silliman, Ma'am Jean, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Ron. Happy New Year, Josh. And thank you for having us.
Yes.
And thank you, especially for the segment for the New Year. We are really
Yeah.
privileged. Thanks a lot.
Yes, because we have to start strong and excellent.
Yeah,
diba?
actually, I noticed your mocha mousse, the
Yes.
the
Kasi
color of
mocha,
color.
that's the color of 2025,
Yes.
mocha. Okay, dapat sabayan natin yan. And of
Ako
course,
red
red,
tayo.
kasi lucky color na lang, red.
Salamat.
Just to justify. And of course, Ma'am Jean and Ma'am Elve, we've been mentioning the word excellent, excellence. What comes, top of your mind when you hear the word excellent or excellence? Let's start with Ma'am Gina.
I think of three adjectives. It has to be efficient, effective, and innovative. Yeah. So that covers everything in everything you do, not just in teacher education, but even in your daily living.
Yeah, being effective,
Efficient and innovative.
Innovative. Perfect.
Dr. Elve.
Yeah, when we talk about excellence, I would equate it into consistency and quality. Consistent in doing things effectively, efficiently, and that to me is excellence.
Yeah, that's another layer of being able to become an excellent person, not to be able to do it consistently.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very important. Now, let's now talk about this news item that was published in the university website about the teacher education program and even the College of Education, no, being reaccredited for the status of being a center of excellence. So, Ma'am Jean, what do you mean when you are accredited as a center of excellence?
Like you said, there are several layers to it. One is a mandate from the Commission on Higher Education, particularly the Teacher Education Council, because if you are a center of excellence, you are expected to help out other teacher education institutions within your coverage area. So, for example, at the College of Education here at Silliman, during the time of Dr. Betsy Joy Tan, and when she learned that this was part of the mandate, she requested me, I was a faculty member then, to put together an idea of a center that will make sure that we conduct trainings, continuing professional development programs for other TEIs within our network. And that's how CELTA was born, the Center for Excellence in Learning, Teaching, and Assessments. And so every semester, we have an average of 6 or 7 trainings for our student teachers, not just in Silliman, but also we invite student teachers from Siquijor, other teacher education institutions in Negros. And on top of that, also for our supervisors, our teachers, we even extend beyond this region as we already hosted international conferences like S4 says and regional and national conferences. So that's the mandate. This first is an accountability as a responsibility. Second, of course, is it is a recognition of what Silliman University has done and what the College of Education has done in this trifocal identity for teacher. When you say excellence in teacher education, they're looking at innovation, right? In the area of instruction, right? In the area of research and publication, and also our service learning and extension services. So if you look at it in these 2 levels, it is both accountability, responsibility, and identity.
Yes.
Wonderfully put, Ma'am Jean.
Ma'am Jean, how many years have you been recognized as a Center of Excellence?
We were among the very first to be recognized by CHED. So the legal basis for the centers of excellence, not just in teacher education, but other centers like the College of Nursing is also Center of Excellence in Nursing Education, is the Republic Act 7784. And this RA was legislated in May 1994. The dean then was Dr. Florendo, Thelma Florendo. And so that was the first batch. So if we have our Center of Excellence as a distinction now, we owe it to Dr. Florendo and the faculty during the time, including the current Dean of the College of Education at Norso, si Ma'am Bukbok, Dr. Libertine de Guzman, because she was part of the faculty at that time when they put together the needed documentation for us to apply for the accreditation. And of course, when CHED came over and verified, validated the documents, by God's grace, we made it. So we were among the first centers of excellence way back 1994.
So it's been a Center of Excellence for 30 years now.
Yes.
Right. How do you maintain this distinction?
Yeah, because I understand the distinction calls for a lot of pieces of evidence and the areas of instruction, research, extension. So how does this look like in flesh, so to speak, Dr. Nasvik?
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Yeah, how do we maintain? As mentioned earlier, when we talk about excellence, consistency. So we consistently check on our instruction, revisit our curriculum so that we are in line with the CMOs, the policy standards and guidelines, particularly with the new curriculum. So for example, CMO 74 series of 2017, we look into the different offerings and we revise curriculum to fit to the kind of learners that we also have.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Dr. Nasvik. Aside from the benefits of being, recognized as a Center of Excellence, we assume that it also has responsibilities. Now, can you please tell us what are the responsibilities of the college?
Yeah, aside from providing support and services to neighboring higher education institutions.
If by responsibility we mean how can we sustain our being Center of Excellence, one is our performance in the licensure examination for teachers, right? And we are very glad, we're proud that we have produced not only that we go beyond the national passing rate. Like it's almost always 100% or 90-something%. But we have also top-notchers.
Wow.
Right?
Really a center for excellence.
Yes. One is now a faculty at your
Yes,
department.
a colleague of ours at the senior high school.
Yeah, so she was top
Top 7.
right? And then si Sheena.
Hello, Sheena.
And then recently we had for special needs education,
Therese.
who was
top 3.
top 3.
Wow.
Of the
Yes.
special needs education.
Wow, huge kudos to all of you guys, no? And I'm sure our faculty members are also doing, their best, to maintain this, because I'm sure this is also some sort of a pressure, if I may put it.
Yes.
Right? So right now, Ma'am Elve, I'm sure at the College of Education, it's also a growing family, not only in terms of students, but also in terms of academic programs.
Yes.
So let's talk about the new offerings at the College of Education. I heard there is this Master of Arts in Education major in Educational Technology.
Yeah.
So let's talk about first the current offerings and the new offerings.
All right, thank you, Sir Josh. So, currently we're offering the different bachelor's degrees. So we have Bachelor of Elementary Education. We have BSED, that's Bachelor of Early Childhood Education. We also offer BSNED, that's Bachelor of Special Needs Education. Then we have BSED, or the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino, English, Math, Sciences, Social Studies, and Values Education. And of course, we offer BPED, that's Bachelor of Physical Education. That was formerly the BSED MAPE.
Ayun. So that's for the undergraduate
For the
programs.
undergrad. For our graduate programs, we offer Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management and Guidance and Counseling. And we have a new addition, which is on full online. That is Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Technology.
Do we have PhD programs, Dr. Elve?
Yeah, we also have the PhD programs, which our coordinator for PhD is Dr. Bonior.
Right. So in the same way, like Dr. Nasvik completed her PhD here at the College of Education, and your degree was PhD in?
Doctor of Education, that's EDD, in Educational Management for MAED, and then for EDD is Administration.
Administration.
Yes.
So in the same way, for PhD, we also have PhD in Education with specialization in Administration, and we have Research and
Research and
Evaluation.
Evaluation.
Yes.
And Sir Joshua just completed
Yes.
successfully his colloquium for PhD in Education and specialization in Research and Evaluation. And we're very happy about that, because we really need more specialists in the area of research and eval.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, this just goes to show with your roster of offerings, that really goes to show that, especially with the addition now of a full online, how you're able to adapt with the changing landscape of education. And congratulations to you, ma'am, and Ma'am Elve, for keeping up, keeping the fort at the College of Education. I'm sure it's really such a big work, no?
Yeah, and also we forgot the one that's handled by Sir Jarovic Raffles.
Guidance and
Guidance and
counseling.
counseling.
Guidance and
Yeah,
counseling.
master's and doctorate level.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. If I may, our new offering, the MAED EdTech, is being handled by Dr. Dave Marshall.
Of course.
Because this calls for
Expertise.
technical
Yeah,
expertise.
One of our leading experts in the country, actually, when it
Yes.
comes to education technology, right?
Right.
Ma'am Jean, Dr. Elve, we're just going to pause for a short break, but when we come back, let's talk about the different requirements, to be able to be part of the College of Education. At the same time, let's talk about future plans.
Right.
All right, of the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education. Friends, all of that and more when #Silliman returns. Please stay with us.
In the College of Mass Communication, we offer excellent quality rooms and facilities that would help you excel academically and socially. Right, Aya?
Right. I don't have to go to a different place to read and research because here in MassCom, we have all the books you need.
The college provides you with computers for making your assignments and designing and layouting your articles. Are you done, Antoine?
Almost done. It's a good thing our internet is fast and the computers are accessible.
The college offers a multi-use entertainment space to ensure the quality media will enhance the experience of broadcasting majors. Isn't that right, girls?
That's right. We're so lucky to have this room. Okay, 1, 2, 3, start.
Good morning, this is KMC News, and this is today's.
One of the college's highlight is their specialized facility for recording, production, and mixing, which can be for spoken words, vocals, instrumentals, or any other form of recording. Wow, that sounds great, James.
Oh, thank you. Sir Don helped me a lot.
Professors are the backbone of MassCom. They foster the curiosity and creativity of students. They help students learn from their mistakes, help them make decisions about career paths, and even offer guidance when life gets confusing. Most importantly, the MassCom faculty treat their students like family. If you're looking for the perfect horse, choose us and join our family of Mascomistas.
Viva Mascomista! Enroll now!
Welcome back, and you are still watching the New Year episode of Silliman. Of course, we are still joined by our friends from excellent friends from the College of Education. We have Dr. Elve Nasvik and of course Dr. Gina Bonior. Now, we were talking earlier about the different academic programs at the College of Ed. Now, let's talk about requirements, no? When, of course, I'm sure there are also a lot of senior high school students that are interested to be part of the college. At the same time, perhaps transferees for the second semester, or if not, those who are interested to be certified for them to be accredited also for the PRC examination, for the licensure exam for teachers. So probably Dr. Elve could share more about this.
Yes, thank you, Sir Josh. We offer that certificate program in education, the CPE, as required by the PRC. Those who are non-education graduates can take our CPE program and get that 18 minimum requirement, composing of the different areas as prescribed by the PRC. On top of that, because since they are non-education graduates, we require them to do student teaching. That is why we have 21 units.
And I think that's a better way to put it for them to really have a practice and more exposure to the classroom setup, no? Because iba lang talaga yung theory versus
application.
really having that parang sneak peek of how it is to be in the classroom. Ano about for the other programs, ma'am, like being a transferee or an incoming student or a returning student?
Yeah, for transferees, they have to comply with the basic requirements, which is we have open admission actually. So basic requirements in the admission, and then when we check, we evaluate their transcript, and then we put them on probation.
All right.
Okay. So once in probation, they have to show that they also excel in a particular major that they are into, and then so that we can lift that probation and we welcome them in the college. If they cannot cope with it, then we have open admission, selective retention.
Ay, gusto ko yun. Diba? Open, but work for it. Diba? For you to be part of the college. Thank you so much, Ma'am Nasvik.
Yeah. Dr. Elve, how about for the master's program? Do we really need to be a graduate of education
That's a good question.
in an undergrad? Yeah.
All right. So thank you for that question, Ms. Ron. Yeah. For our Master of Arts in Education, we also cater to them, even if they are not bachelor's degree in education graduate, but we require them of like bridging subjects. They need to take some education subjects in the undergrad for them to proceed with our MAED program.
All right.
Wow,
Thank you, Dr.
that's
Elve.
very inclusive, I should say, Dr. Nasvik. Now, Ma'am Jean, of course, you have this, kumbaga, achievement of being a center of excellence. Now, my first question is, how long is this accreditation good for? And the second one is, what are your future plans to really uphold this, I should say, title?
Right. Thank you for that question, Sir Josh. As we mentioned earlier, we were first acknowledged, recognized as Center of Excellence in 1994. And through the years, we were able to maintain that after every re-accreditation, which usually happens after 3 years. During the pandemic, Dr. Nasvik and I had to put together all these documents that they sent us, in Excel, so that we could have the extension for Center of Excellence. And this is the extension. We only have 1 year, actually.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
yeah, the plaque that we received a few weeks back from the DepEd Secretary is actually very specific. It says until November 2025. So we have 1 year to prepare for the next assessment or accreditation if we want to maintain our status as Center of Excellence in Teacher Education.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are then the future plans? No? Of course, we have to do futures thinking now so that you'll be able to see the possible scenarios. So what are the future plans of the College of Education? Are you offering new programs? Do you have more certification programs? Unpack to us the details of this, Ma'am Jean.
Yeah, we have already started discussing with Sir Dave the possibility of offering micro-credentials so that, for example, we can offer a certificate course or a diploma course purely online.
Right.
Yeah, through the Mariano Lau Global Studies Center. And also just last week, the chair of the Teacher Education Department, Dr. Jasper Eric Katari, is supposed to be here, but he couldn't because of some urgent personal concerns. We had a discussion already with our TVEC director head, si Ma'am Utsurum, Ma'am Blanche, on the possibility of activating our BS Ed major in technical and livelihood education, but we will package it as a ladderized course with TVEC because the government has scholarships. I understand 60,000 per semester for TVEC scholars. So if we present them as initially TVEC scholars, and then we will put together a program so that at the end of their having NC2 and NC3, most likely, at the end of 4 years, they also have a bachelor's degree in TLE. Yeah, so it's a very exciting
a promising
prospect
program.
because it will help our students and it will increase it will motivate because we have scholarships.
Yeah.
And in relation to that, in the recent discussions at the Teacher Education Council meetings that we had, TEC, this is by virtue of RA 11713, which is the amendment to the original RA 7784 that was in 1994. They already have an amendment now. This was passed in 2022. There is funding for scholarships for students from senior high school who would join the teacher education program or any program in the teacher education, right? And so it's a full scholarship with boarding, lodging, book allowance, insurance, but it's going to be very stringent because Teacher Education Council wants to get the best and the brightest into the teacher education program because that's the way if you want a progressive education in the country, not just in higher education, but even from kindergarten, is start with the teacher education program. And now the government is pouring money into the Teacher Education Council to make sure that we have these attractive scholarship packages for our senior high school students. So this may happen in the next 2 years. So senior high school students out there, yes, there will be a lot of opportunities. And then for our science major, right, and we have DOST, and then we have private agencies like the Gokongwei Brothers. They specialize in providing scholarship support for education students who will specialize in science and mathematics. And so in relation to that, we also put together, we had several meetings, Sir Josh, you're part of this, on how we could put together master's degree programs in teaching. So we have specializations like Master of Arts in Education with specialization in teaching science, math, reading instruction, and of course, we already have PE, right? Already mentioned. We already met several times since last year. We have the curriculum for most of this, the syllabi prepared. We have put together prospective and current faculty members so that we will qualify for the PSG, the guidelines, the standards the policies and guidelines, standards that are required for higher education, particularly in graduate school. So we are looking forward to these innovative undergraduate and graduate programs, and we need to move fast because the accreditation is coming. But we've started this like a year ago yet.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. A lot of plans and updates, and of course opportunities for all, right?
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that, Dr. Gina. Dr. Elve, I'd like to ask also, aside from the academics, now what are the extracurricular activities that students can enjoy in the College of Education?
All right. So being a center of excellence, we also excel in our extension and service learning. So we actually had our Project Agakay, which we revived it into Project Agakay Read. So the former Project Agakay caters to the needs of our children who are at risk of dropping out from school. So we tie up, we have a memorandum of agreement with DepEd Dumaguete. So we had those activities for these children so that they will be motivated to go back to school and like help them because they are at risk of dropping out. So part of the activities is really for them to keep them in track and be motivated to be in school.
Wow. Yeah. So we have student volunteers who will teach them.
Most likely our volunteers are our practice teachers and field study students. And so we have the Project Agakay Read, which Dr. Bonior had put it in place, and she can inform what this Project Agakay Read is all about, which we had already conducted few months ago.
Okay. So read here means Reading Educators and Advocates of Dumaguete. The former Project Agakay that we had, this was during the time of former Dean, Ma'am Batchi Balakdo, was kind of generic. We wanted to make sure that students stay in school, so we focus on the sardos and the pardos, like pupils at risk of dropping out and students at risk of dropping out. This recent MOA that we have with DepEd is rather specialized because we want to focus on literacy and numeracy. And this was in response to some clamors because of our performance in PISA and also within the division or the district.
Yeah, there's this data right now, Ma'am Jean, that 1 out of 10 pupils in grade 5 are having difficulty, in reading.
Yes, that's right. So that's why we thought, why not focus on this? Rather than have a generic program, we can still have a GAKAI, but we will focus on literacy and numeracy. And actually, Sir Jasper already started this in his classes because he is teaching reading assessment and reading instruction. So he coordinated with PIAPE, high school and elementary school. They identified children who need assistance because of poor reading levels, and then they brought there our students so that they can also practice what they learn in the classroom. So it's really mutually beneficial service learning, right? So while the student recipients benefit from it, the teachers also who observe how students do it, how we do reading remediation, also learn from it. Our own students get to learn from the experience because, as you mentioned earlier, it's really different just talking about it in class or doing your demo in the classroom with your classmates, and compared to a one-on-one reading remediation program with students who are really in need of our help. It's not just also competence, but it deepens students' conviction, passion, and advocacy. Like even my own daughter, she's not education, but because of our LTS, she's been asking me how she could help in our tutoring program. So I think that's what's good if we bring our students
to the community.
Because it really deepens their commitment and their advocacy.
Yeah, they will have a better grasp of the reality, and that strengthens their connection really, because at the end of the day, you should really have that connection and understanding how it is really be with the students. Now, we are running out of time, but I just want to quickly bring this up because I understand the college did an activity about special education or students with special needs, and I think you held it at the Silliman Hall. So very quickly, Ma'am Jean and Ma'am Nasvik, what have been the outcomes and what were the objectives of the activity? Because I think that's also very important nowadays to advocate for inclusivity and really fortify our special needs education.
Right. Among the advocacies of the College of Education as a center of excellence in teacher education is inclusion. And we wanted to make sure that, first of all, our teachers at Silliman University have a deeper understanding of what inclusion is. Because sometimes we confuse inclusion with integration. As long as the students are there, okay, this is inclusion, but no, it's simply integration. Even mainstreaming could be misconstrued. They think it's inclusion, but inclusion is an approach, it's a pedagogy, right? And at the same time, it is an advocacy, it is a commitment. So we had two trainings actually. One was for our own faculty from early childhood to senior high school. And based on the evaluation, we saw that there was really a need for us to expand this. So we had a second, and with the help of Dr. Catan, who facilitated, he's our liaison with PRC, we were able to come up with a 5-unit, it was CPD earning. So we had student teachers, we had teachers both from higher education institutions and from DepEd who joined that. And the evaluation will tell you how enlightened they were on some of the specific strategies that you could do and the importance of learning how to do IEP, the individualized educational program, because different students have different needs. And really, if you think about it, all of us have special needs, right? So we need a teacher who, despite the limitations, and the demands of, having so many students in the classroom, lack of support maybe structure does not really
or
fully...
even resources.
Resources. How we could make use of what we have to make things happen so that students, children with special needs are attended to at a personal, individual level.
That's right. All right, thank you very much. And we look forward to hearing more activities like that, Ma'am Jean, because that's really a need, no?
Yes.
Very quickly, Ma'am Elve, please invite everyone to be part of the College of Ed, and what are the numbers to phone, and of course, perhaps email, or do you have a Facebook page to promote? Go ahead, Ma'am.
Thank you. So I'd like to invite everyone to join us, come enroll at the College of Education, because we offer what you need to be an excellent members of this community and in our country. So visit our website and our page, College of Education, and we also have the CESO page, College of Education Student Organization, where you will get updated of what the different activities our students and faculty and staff has. So thank you and be part of us.
All right. On that note, maraming salamat and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Happy New
Sir
Year to the
Josh.
College of Education. And we extend our greetings, no, of prosperous New Year to each member of the Silliman community. I hope you will really have a healthy, abundant, joyful, and
meaningful,
and more importantly, peaceful 2025.
Yes, amen
Right?
to that, Josh.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week. And to God be the glory. Hey there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Happy New Year. And of course, gift us with your love by sharing and commenting and liking our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. And don't forget to click the notification bell of our YouTube channel. It's still called #Silliman. And see you there.
And of course, catch us at Phil Products Channel 6 every Monday at 8 p.m. Replays will be shown every Tuesday before the noontime news and every Saturday after the noontime news. This has been Ronelyn by Vailoces-No.
And Joshua Soldivillo. Kita-kits next week only here on
#Silliman.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!